and welcome to my channel. My name is Robin from Robin's Planning Nest. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Y'all, this is my 2025 lineup that we're about to go through. Yes, it's a lot. From the picture, I know you're like, goodness gracious, girl, what are you doing? But it will all make sense once I break it down to y'all. There are a lot of planners in here. There's going to be a lot of franking planning going on. Just things I want to do. And we're going to get to it. So if you're here for it, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and move these bad boys off of my desk so we can start with one planner at a time. So let's put them right here next to me. And let's get started showing off. Put these in two different piles. Let's get started showing off my main planner. Y'all know I'm a half letter girl. Sorry, I know you hear me scooting up. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I am a half letter girl. She is not going anywhere. This cover, sorry for the glare, it's from Fancy Plans Co. It's a new like hardcover that she's doing where she does these little kind of like metal embellishments on the side or corners. I love this. I've ordered some more. I've done all my ordering for 2024 to prepare for 2025 because 2025 is going to be an entirely different year. You're going to see a lot of different changes on my channel. I am going to be showing like unboxings and flip throughs, but they're not going to be as heavy because I have so much stuff that I need to use it or get rid of it, and I want to use it. And so this year 2025 is more or less focused on using all the things. Use the things that I fell in love with when I bought it, make it work, and then once I'm done with it, we'll just see where it goes. So that's what's going to be happening on my channel. I hope you're here for it. This is my catch-all. It is a half letter, but I'm going to be doing things a little bit light in this planner versus what I have basically been doing heavy in this planner, if that makes sense. So first and foremost, you know I've back planned because I haven't been posting. So I'm going to just move this out of the way. So as you know, I have been using the Fancy Plans Co. vertical line layout version 2 with the sidebar over here. I absolutely love this layout. I will be using it from time to time. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see a little better. There we go. I will be using this from time to time, but the new layout that I'm going to be using for 2025 for my catch-all will be a printable. I used to do these a while back, and this is from Squaird Plans. And I love it because it's dated. Of course, Fancy Plans Co. It's undated. I don't mind that because I do have Mojo Jojo's dated sticker book, so I can always date it. But I just want to take a break from it just for a little while. And I like the size of these boxes that are on the Squaird Plans layouts. So I'm going to be still doing a vertical line layout, but from Squaird Plans. Sidebars over here now. It's perfectly fine. But I like how we have, I don't know if you can tell, but I like how we have, for example, more lines than we do. I have a pen. I feel like we all should have like a pen marker testing insert. That's what I always do. I like how these are smaller and gives me more room to write. But I love this clean layout. This is something that I wish Happy Planner would come out with in a classic size instead of doing the shaded box up top. If they did that, then I would probably use a classic. I will say that because I love this layout. So I'm going to be using that. My finances is going to be a little loose, and when I say that, I'm not going to be so heavy in keeping up with it. I did go ahead and mark my paydays. These are Jane's Agenda inserts, but when I say loosely, I'm going to be using Jane's Agenda, and you'll see why in a minute. Jane's Agenda, like monthly layout. I don't know what I have right here, so I'm covering it up, and it is just like, I think it's called like Executive Monthly. So I will be keeping up with my budget very loosely in here, but I want to keep up with it so that I can get in a habit of really budgeting because I have so much stuff planned for 2025 for myself and my family. Social media, there is an insert that I have printed out. I haven't put it in here. I will like clean this up and do a flip through. I always promise y'all a flip through. I'm going to do that. I just want to clean it up a bit. Some sections you won't get to see fully, like my business section, because I don't want to give things away. 2025 was very rough for my household and for me being able to keep up with my business like I wanted to, but I am making some big changes in 2025, so I hope you're here for it, and you'll see later. And just to let you know too, since we're like so many minutes into this video. This is going to be a long video. So grab your tea, grab your coffee. You can pause it, go grab whatever you need so we can get right into it. Okay. Now, circling back, social media is going to be a very like loose, you know, loosely kept social media because I have something else I'm going to be using, but I will try to keep up with these inserts. And again, Fancy Plans Co. just did a, and I printed it out and I didn't put it in here yet. They did a social media post layout that is superb. It's like, it's excellent. So, because I'm a part of her digital subscription club, I went ahead and got it as a printable. Like I said, I love those. I have punches, so it's just easy for me to have access to that and not have to keep ordering it and waiting for it when I can just do it at home. So I'm going to be keeping up using this layout. I think this is a list just to put my filming and everything. You see I wrote over here, but I haven't written it over here yet. My filming schedule, I want to make sure that I'm consistent, so you're going to see it in multiple places, probably twice for at least the first 6 months of the year until I can get like a good handle on it. And then also I can decide what's best for me to do social media planning in. And also in this planner, I'm going to be doing a fitness planner. Weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. I've had a bunch of medical issues that have just transpired in 2024, which has made it hard for me to continue like consistently filming and also consistently releasing things in my business and my shop and posting on Instagram. It's just been a lot, but things are getting better. And one thing that I have to do is really work on my fitness and my health and my wellness. So I did purchase this from Squaird Plans as well. And this is, I don't know if she called this a wellness planner or a health planner, but I love this layout. Today I can put my breakfast and lunch and dinners here, and I can still put that here as well. I can put my goals, like what I want to accomplish for that day, whether I want to go to the gym and do 30 minutes, whether I want to do 10,000 steps, whatever my goal is. I can keep up with my hydration. And again, this is the activity for the gym. So this is what I'm going to be using for my fitness, and everything else is just, going to stay the same. So half letter is not going anywhere. She just won't go. I love her. I love her size. I was a classic girl starting out. Then I went to a mini, and I used a mini exclusively for like many years. And then I said, I need something right under classic size but above mini, and half letter is like that perfect fit. So this is still going to be in the lineup. So that's number one. Okay, so number two is, and this is going to be like a freaking plan type of system. You're going to see a lot of Kell Plan planners in this. I will tell you that now. Kell Plan has really outdid herself in 2024. She came out with some amazing products, and she has me hooked. I am a supporter of small businesses. Absolutely 1000%. Homegirl works, okay, and she puts out product, and the products are well received. Trust me. So I am a part of her Patreon. Not going to give that up. There might be a few things in 2025 that I may purchase, but I'm going to, like I said, cut back. But I'm not going to like really to take myself out of the planning community and buying new things, because there's always going to be something that I really want. But if I see it, I'm going to grab it. Now, creative journaling. I fell off. But when I did it, it was amazing. It was a way for me to be super creative and not worry about a ton of space being taken up, but yet giving myself space to write. For 2025, I will be using her, and this is a beautiful, I don't know what she called this, maybe a floral, some type of floral planner. I think this one is sold out in all layouts. But she does still have some available. But I love this. This is so gorgeous. And this is going to be my creative journal. And yeah, so I like that the blah, 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 blah. Can't talk. That's how excited I am. I like that the dividers are double-sided. So, with Happy Planner, once you flip the divider, you're exactly into the monthly. I like how we have that separation so that we can use this over and over and over. I love this blank side to do my currently page. Love it, love it, love it. And then we get into the monthly. I'm so happy that she made these smaller. Her planner in 2024, these were bigger, and it just, for me, I just didn't care for it, and so I stopped using it. But I love this layout. Sidebar on the right here, and I am using a vertical layout to do my creative journal decorating and writing. I'm super excited for this. It's going to be a Franken plan system, but this is what I will be using for my creative journal. I am going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to make sure that all those feelings and thoughts go down in this planner, and we want to make sure we complete it so that we can reflect back. So I will be using this for my 2025 creative journal. Now, reading. I am a reader. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Let me grab the other one that's underneath everything. I love reading. I have read 70. I put a goal for myself. I'm trying to cover up the glare. I'm going to do this. I set a goal for myself to read 75 books for 2025. And I surpassed it. I am so proud of myself. Last year it was 50. And like I was down to the wire like the day, like December 31st, reading that 50th book. And I was like, you know what? I love reading. I have developed a like kind of habit. You know, once you do something like for a long period of time, it's just something you need to do and have to do. I have been enjoying reading. I have been going through books, getting recs from so many of my planner friends and people in the book community. So I am going to continue that. And this year, I think I'm going to set a goal of like, I'm not going to go too high, maybe 5 extra books, maybe 80 or 85. I don't want to hit 100 yet. If I get to 100, that's great. That means the next year I know that I can reach that goal, or the year after in 2026. But we are going to be using her reading journal. And this is something, I know it's sold out. I'm not sure about this one. This was something exclusive that she did when she went to the Chicago Planner Conference, and she had a different cover, but she had some extras that she made so that we would be able to buy them. I initially purchased, let me show you this one. This is her journal. I am going to be using this, but I'm going to be using it. Look at that. That cover is gorgeous. I know the ring light is killing y'all. I'm so sorry. But this is so gorgeous. You can kind of flip it and use either side. But I'm going to be using this. This was going to be my exclusive reading planner, but now that I have the journal, I'm going to kind of Frankenplan this system. And I think I want to actually keep up with the genres that I read. You know, fiction, fantasy, romance, mystery, thriller. I think that she has on here horror. I can't talk today, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on either, so I can't really see well. I think that's historical fiction, nonfiction, biography, and memoir. You can change that if you want to, but I think I want to keep up with that. So I think I'm going to put this in my Franken planner that I'm going to be doing for my journal. I might put this in here as well. I don't know that I will be using that, but I was going to use this. I loved using this when I first started out using last year's planner. I still have inserts from that. So the great thing is these are undated, so you can use these at any time. I like this weekly layout, but I like the one in the journal better. So I won't be using these, but that's fine, right? Because I still will have this planner to use whenever I feel like it. But this journal, y'all, this is superb. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so she gave us a bookmark, which I love this. It says this week. Okay. I don't know what cover I'm going to use. Actually, I'm going to use this one because this 100 book challenge, I won't do 100 books. I might, but I like how she gave us the measurements so we can put the pictures of the books that we read. And I have like, what is that? A sprocket? I think that's what it's called, printer, so I can put multiple books at one time on one little like sticky picture, and then I can just cut them and put them in here as needed. And I think I might add a corner pocket so that I can put those in there because I know those are the books I will be reading. But this weekly reading, okay, I love how this is formatted. I read on my Kindle as well as I read, you know, physical books, and you do this weekly. So I love, love, love this layout. I love how she did this. I could do my reading weekly goal, which typically is like an hour a day, and then the total read, like how many, I can do this total read books, I can do this total read hours, however I want to do it. Mark off the day of the week, put anything here that I want to put, any notes or anything down here. I can decorate the books that I've read. And then I could decorate the other books. She did something very clever with washi tape. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I like how we can put here the currently reading, and I can put the book here. And then I can put the pages read and the minutes read. So I like how we can keep up with things a little more detailed, but not on a weekly basis. I feel like the other reading planner is for someone who wants to do reading as well as wants to use it as like maybe a catch-all. So I love how this is structured, and I will be using this as my go-to planner for my reading journal for 2025. I'm going to add some of these beautiful, beautiful pages to the back of my planner, just so if I want to write anything extra. And then I'm also going to add the sticker sheet as well, because sometimes, you know, I'm like on the go or last minute, I'm like, I didn't decorate this. Let me find some stickers to put on this page. I like how this is already back here. So this is what I'll be using for my reading planner. Again, this is all going to be Frankenplan. So it's going to be my journal, my reading planner. Next you'll see is my faith planner, and so on and so forth. So the next thing I said, like I stated, that I'm going to be using is a faith planner. I did purchase Kell Plans faith planner as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to get that ring light off with you guys. So I will be using this. I'm going to set this up and date it, because this is undated. And I like to set this up where I keep up with a daily Bible verse. Yeah, I want to write, you know, what book it came out of and what chapter. But in the monthly, I'm going to write out the Bible verse, like on the month. And then here, as I do my reading or Bible study every day, I'm just going to write, you know, what stood out to me, what Bible verse stuck out to me. I'm just going to write different things in here. I'm going to decorate it, but decorate it very loosely, if that makes sense. I'm not going to be like a heavy decorator. There might be some videos where you see that I will post me decorating this, but for the most part, it won't be like a ton. It might be, we'll see. But right now, the plan is to not have a ton. This planner is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And in the back here, I like how, does it start here? I like how she has this section where, hold on, it's right here. You have the Bible study and sermon notes. So you can just take this extra note pages. She gave you dot grid and lined. And you can put, like here, you can put the date or the sermon. I like to watch different sermons on YouTube, and so I can just write down everything that I get from that message that's given in that sermon. So I love this. This is absolutely gorgeous. So this is going to be my faith planner for 2025. Again, this is all going to be Frankenplan, and there will be a video showing you, showing me setting it up. So next, we're getting there. We're almost done, I promise. I have like four more, okay? Next on the, I don't say chopping block, next here is my goals planner. This is something I discussed with my husband. I was like, I really want this, but I'm just not sure. But after we sit down and thought about it and talked about it, I was like, you know what? We really need to map out our goals. It's something that I don't typically do, and I feel like it's necessary. So I'm going to be using this, and me and my husband are going to sit down and we're going to talk about our goals. And it's not just going to be my goal planner, it's going to be our goal planning. And we're just going to write out what we want to do for the year. Like, what are the goals for 2025? Like, for example, my daughter goes to Belize. The annual goal, like here, is saving up money to get her here to Belize, so she will have spending money. You know, it's just certain little things of goals, not just for myself, not for my husband, but for my family. And then we're going to write out our quarterly goals. I'm going to make a section for my husband and make a section for myself on what we want to do. My husband is a dog breeder and he does Frenchies. And so there's things that he wants to do with his business. There's things I want to do with Robin's Planning Nest. There are like family goals that I want to do, budgeting goals. It's just so many things. So we want to map those out. We want to map out the things, you know, what do we want to do in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 years? You know, what are the goals here? So I am definitely going to be filling this out and creating a section in my catch-all planner and, you know, writing out, doing a few goals. I'm not going to overwhelm myself, but starting out with a few goals. Like, what's my goal? Let's say lose 50 pounds. Or let's say lose 20 pounds within the first quarter. Like, I can do it quarterly, and then just write this out. And I'm thinking about laminating a few of these so that I can use them over and over and over. So, you know, I don't know if she's going to come out with a new one in 2025 for 2026, but if I can laminate these, then I can just write on them as I go, and then just take an alcohol wipe and wipe it off and reuse it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I like that we have the weekly goals and we can just keep up with them here. This will be great for me, like if I do one for fitness, and again, if I just cut the edge here, laminate it, and then punch the edge and put it back in here. I think that will be a good kind of situation for myself. So we will be using this goal planner for 2025. So speaking of goals, there are a lot of goals that are involved. And one is budgeting, okay? I have bought so many savings challenges from in between Fancy Plans Co. There's a girl that I follow, well, she's on my rep team. She has a business with small saving goals. I'm going to be using Planning with Elise, or Elise, is that what her channel is called? She came out with her first budgeting book. It's actually in the other room. I didn't bring it in here. There are several goals in there that are like very attainable goals. Sometimes we feel like we're overwhelmed because it's like, oh my gosh, this savings challenge has me saving $5,000, $6,000. I need to start slow because this is new to me. It's easy to spend money. It's hard to save. And I want to make it fun for both myself and my husband so we don't feel like, oh my gosh, if I put this much money in savings, what are we going to do for the week? So I want to do a bunch of saving challenges, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. I bought a lot of things. I am going to be bringing that to the channel. There are going to be a lot of mistakes. I'm going to just tell you that now. I am not a professional at doing the cash stuffing and all of that. It's something that I'm going to have to develop and learn for myself that will help benefit me and my family. I think I'm zoomed in too closely. There we go. So just stay tuned, and I will be showing y'all, what I intend on using. But budgeting, I'm going to be using Kell Plans budget. I missed the one from last year and I was so bummed out, but I was able to snag this one and grab this for myself. So this is what I will be using. And I like this yearly recurring expenses and this here. So as you can see, I've already tabbed it. She had some that came with the planner, but I went ahead and used my label printer and made my own. Yes, I use Afterpay and Sezzle. I mean, I am who I am. There are things that I want. I'm like, you know what? If I can pay it in installments, that's great. But sometimes it can get overwhelming because, they like to increase your limit and I want them to like pause. Okay. So I've already kind of set this up how I want it, but I'm not going to have all of this like on here. I'm going to move these months onto a separate disc and keep up with at least the first quarter, or do this every quarter. So this will be January, February, March, and then I'll do the rest. But I do have this set up. This is Undated, so I do need to go in and date it. So we have this month, this week. Don't know how I'm going to use this yet, but I am going to start out by keeping up with the bills that are due, and then just look at my bank account and see what comes out, and that may go here. We'll see. Again, this is new. So, and I'm really, really passionate and strongly feel that I need to do this for our family, especially if we want to buy a house. You can't buy a house if things are off whack. So I want to make sure everything is in order. So I do have the weekly here. I do have the Afterpay Sezzle tab because she did have pay in 4 inserts. And then if these run out, I make my own on Dot Grid. So I have that here. Then I have my debt tracker. And then I have savings, and then I have next month, so I can prepare for the next month. If anything comes up, I can put a sticky note here, or I can just, flip over to the next month and put stuff here and be prepared. So this is what I'm going to be using. I did buy the one with the extension pack, and the extension pack came with additional pay in 4 inserts. It came with a debt tracker, expense tracker, retirement savings. I think maybe these were already in here, and these were the ones that I added in. Online order tracker. I don't typically use this because I have an app that tells me my online orders, but I may. We'll see. I like this budget plan for, and you can do any category. So we have a family vacation, so I can put this here, and write out the expenses, like what is it going to cost to rent a car for my family, what is the hotel stay, budget in how much we're going to eat, like a roundabout figure. I like how I can plan things out, so I will be using this for my budget planner. So I'm super excited about this. Like I said, I wasn't able to grab this last year. I went to, she had it came out and I was like going back and forth on whether I wanted it or not. Then I went to go wild, and of course she was there and she had the planner on display. And I was like, okay, as soon as I get back, because it was still in her shop, as soon as I get back home from my flight, I'm going to place the order. When I got home, it had sold out. I was just so bummed. And then I tried to catch it on Mercari, because, you know, people sell them on Mercari. Every time I would go up there, I would be like a day late. What is a day late and $1 short? That's what I was. So I was bummed, but I was like, I'm not missing out this year. So as soon as this came out, I jumped. Judy jumped and I got it. So this is going to be my budget planner for 2025. And we have two more, y'all. It seems like a lot, but like I said, once I do the Franken planning system, it's not going to feel that way. I want to learn hand lettering. I have practiced at one point and stopped, and practiced at one point and stopped. I was so excited when she came out with this hand lettering journal, and I immediately bought it. Okay, and I bought the pins to go with it, which I can get those from Michael's as well, or Amazon, but I wanted to go ahead and have them here. I purchased her course, which at the time she was offering it at 50% off, and I purchased the course. So I am excited. I really want to learn hand lettering. This is something I want to eventually bring to my shop, but I want to, you know, it's easy to find fonts and use them, but I want to actually do it myself. So I like how she gives us 2 bookmarks. These will be going in my Franken planner. I love this cover. Oh my, got damaged. It's okay. I love this cover. We can just wipe that out. And I love how it gives you like the lettering basics. And I started watching a few of the videos that's in the class that I bought, and like it's amazing how she was just like teaching it. So I'm excited to get started with this. I like how starting on the 1st, we have different words that we can start practicing hand lettering, and she gives us different words every single day. So I like how she does this. And then we have this page, we have the lettering sheets. I don't know if she's going to order additional lettering sheets, but when I was into lettering or trying to, I bought these from the Happy Planners. So I will be adding these in as I go. It's the same, well, I think these might be smaller, but still it's the same concept. So I have hand lettering practicing sheets, and I'm going to be adding those to my catch-all when needed. But she did give us a lot of pages to practice on. And then she also gave us some grid paper to practice on, which is excellent because you have the lines there. And then she even went a step further, and she gave us inserts that would mimic our planner if you use a classic planner. So just the spacing between in the monthlies, the vertical line layout, the dashboard layout if you use that, the horizontal layout. So I thought that was very clever. I know when Heather creates these, she really thinks outside of the box, which is amazing. So I'm excited to start this hand lettering. I actually have something that when I was trying hand lettering, and I have to find what planner I put it in, but it was from the Happy Planner, and I created a sheet, and it's like a guide sheet. So I'm going to add that in here. I had already laminated it, so I am going to add that to my hand lettering planner, and that's where we're going to do, you know, that's what we're going to, you know, we're going to learn this thing, we're going to do it, and we're going to be successful in it, you know. Everyone's lettering is different. I feel like I can do it. I'm like very confident. So this is what I'll be using. And last but not least, y'all, I know you're like, good gracious girl, that's a lot. But like I said, once you see me put it all together, it won't feel like a lot. I am going to be using, and I left the other one in the room, this is the Portrait Weekly Edition Laurel Denise Planner for social media. I was booming in social media when I was using this planner, and I bought the one that came out, and I actually got on Mercari because it had sold out, but I got the one, same design. I know you've seen this before. I got the one that came out in, I want to say in the summer, for the teacher planners. Well, then she said, you know what, I got y'all. Since y'all like this so much, I'm going to go ahead and create one for the year. So I stopped using, even though the other one goes through July of next year, I want to see my growth okay, for an entire year, and I want it in one spot. So I went ahead and bought another one. This design was the only one that was available at the time. I think after I bought this one, she restocked the other one, and I was like, it's okay. I'm all good. But this goes from January to December. And I love this layout. You know, it gives you here the important dates. So, you know, this is great, or the holidays. So this is great for someone who is doing social media, so you can plan out your spreads, and you know, oh, this holiday, this is President's Day, this is whatever day, and you can decorate that spread however you want to. So my other one was a Monday start. Sometimes it was a little bit tricky for me because I'm used to a Sunday start. So when I ordered this, I ordered it in a Sunday start. It's the same concept. She has added lines here. Daily habits. Normally what I use this for is I put like Instagram, YouTube comments, and I dot it off as I go to make sure that I am doing what I'm supposed to do to help my channel grow. And then we do this on a weekly basis. So here, I think I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do on this monthly. But I think it's going to be more of a film schedule up here, and down here it's going to be mostly a post schedule. So that's how I think I'm going to use it. So this again is a weekly, and you can't cut these little slits. I don't do it. I tried it and I didn't like it, so I'm just going to keep them in here. And this is how I do my tracker. Now, if you probably saw in my half letter, this is the same concept. That's why I said you'll see it twice, because I want to make sure that I'm consistent. And I feel like if I can build that consistency up, I can see after 6 months, right? I can see, well, what's working for me? Is this planner still the number one that's working for me? Or is it best for me to use the other layout, which I will show you in another video, from Fancy Plans Co. that is a weekly, no monthly, but it gives me everything that I kind of need on a daily basis. So we'll see. But I've already pre-did January and February. I was like, well, let me just go ahead and I need to erase some of those. I use an erasable friction pen here, but I need to write out here like film, edit, description, thumbnail, post date. That's what I put normally here. I just haven't written it in yet, but this is what I'm going to be using for my social media planner. And this is, listen, I'll give credit where credit is due. Jen from Chappy Plans, I like stalked her videos because I was like, I want to be able to use this. And so I watched how she did hers, and I was like, oh gosh, this is genius. I need this planner. And when I started using it, it's like I decorated it and didn't use it, decorated, didn't use it. And then I used it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And like I hit over 1,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thank you. But it allowed me to be consistent and post, and then my subscribers grew. Now I haven't posted in a while, as you can see when this video goes up, but there's been a lot of medical issues that's been going on, which has been preventing me from doing what I need to do in social media, but we're getting better. And we're here to move forward. So, y'all, that's a lot. I know I just gave y'all a lot. 2025 is going to be that year. I just have that feeling. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I know these planners will get me exactly where I need to go. And I cannot wait. And I hope you are along for the ride. So, I'm not going to pick all those planners up and put them back on my desk. But as you can see, there are a lot of planners that I will be using, and I'm excited, super, super excited to be using those planners. I can't wait to see what planners you're using. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you're using for 2025 to help you plan that life that you, what does Kell say? Plan the life you love. What planners are you using to do that? You know, and I would love to chat about it. Leave a comment down below and just let's get into it. So 2025, here we come. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please make sure, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then also hit that notification bell so that whenever I upload new videos to my channel, you are always reminded. With that being said, y'all, I hope everyone continues to have a great day, a great week, and I hope you have an amazing, fantastic, wonderful 2025. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.